everyone, and welcome to your stretch break. I'm Katelyn. Today's class will be 15 minutes long, and you will want a chair, and if you have hardwood floor, make sure you have a mat for the nice for your knees. Okay, we are going to start with our hands on the chair, or you can also have your hands on a couch or anything. Just make sure it's not going to roll away. So knees are wide, and you're going to sit back and just let your head drop down between your arms. Letting your back relax, opening up your chest and your shoulders. Especially if you've been working most of the day at your desk, might have been hunched slightly. Just let everything relax right here. Perfect. We're going to come up and then back down a couple more times. Feel any tightness or tension in your upper back between your shoulder blades, just breathe right into that spot. Letting go of any tension that you're holding. Good. From here, we're going to take our right arm, put it back behind your back if that feels comfortable. If not, just put it down by your side. And then lean into that left arm. Play around with reaching your fingertips just a little bit further to feel that stretch deeper in your shoulder. And then we'll switch to the other side. Right arm on your chair, left arm back. Feel that deeper stretch to that right side. Good. Well, let's go back and forth a couple more times here. And one more time each. Awesome. While we're here, we're just going to turn to the side and push down with one arm, letting yourself feel a stretch through the front of your shoulder and your back. Feels tight, just let it be. Don't push anything further than it should go. Good, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Awesome job. We're going to slowly come up and get seated in our chair. We'll take our right leg, lift it up, internally rotate it, put it over our left. And then hinging from our hips, we're going to move forward. We're going to push that right knee down, opening up your hips, and then hinge. You feel a deep stretch through your right hip, glutes, maybe even into your low back. Trying to minimize any rounding through your back. It looks like I'm just sitting here, but it's pretty deep stretch right here. Hopefully you're feeling it too. Good, we'll switch on over to our other side. Breathing in. And we'll go back to that first side. This time, you're going to still keep pushing that knee down, but we're going to add in a spinal twist. So we'll be stretching out our hip, and then we're also going to nice stretch through our back and up into our neck. So rotating towards that bent knee. You can always hold onto your chair if that feels comfortable to add your twist. Looking over that right shoulder. Perfect. We're gonna switch to the other side. So left leg up, internally rotated, and then adding in that twist. Looking over your left shoulder. Let's do one more time each side here. Very nice. Okay, we're just gonna do a couple cat and cows in a seated position. So rounding your shoulders, tucking your chin. And then opening up your chest, back and forth. Getting some movement through your upper back. Wonderful job. Okay, from here, we're gonna make our way down to the ground. We're just gonna lie down all the way on our back. Relax, extend your arms out and your legs out. Relaxing to this position. Letting go of the tension that you're feeling today. If it feels better for you, you can always bring your knees up. From here, we're going to drop our knees down to the side and to the other side. Just getting some movement through our hips, through our low back. Just noticing if there's any pinching in your low back. If there is, breathe right to that spot. Wonderful. You're going to pull your right knee in towards your chest, give a little pinch. And then extend, going to the left knee, the chest. Back and forth a couple times. Good. One more, one final side. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna bring our feet in close to our body. And we're gonna do, it's kind of like a glute bridge, but it's called a hip roll. So you're going to slowly lift your hips off the ground, starting at your glutes, rolling on up all the way, engage your glutes, and then roll one vertebrae at a time back down, and then let your hips rotate forward. So just going through a few of these, engaging your glutes, and then slowly coming down, letting everything relax. Feel a nice light stretch through your hips. And this is also a really good way to work on engaging your deep core and your glutes. Doing 2 more reps here, just like this. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we're gonna roll on to our side, roll on up, and we're gonna do some work with our hip mobility next. So this will be a nice little challenge. We're gonna start with both of our legs, one right on top of the other. Okay, if you can't get to that position, you can put one out in front. And then we're going to try to not hold on. If you need to hold on, that is fine, on the ground. We're gonna lift that top leg up and around and then stretch forward. Good, coming back up and then bringing that leg up and around. Feel a nice little stretch through your low back and hip, working on our mobility here. Try to get that stretch forward. Just going for a few reps here. If you need to hold on to the ground, when you're getting your leg up and around, that's just fine. And if you want to take these slower than I am, that's fine as well. Listen to your body. What feels good for you today. Do one more here on this side. Perfect. We're going to come forward and switch the other leg on top or other leg in front. Okay, it might be harder on one side than it is on the other, so we'll see. We'll try it here. So lifting that leg, rotating around, leaning in right over that front leg. Good. Taking out this tension from the hip really help take some pressure off of your low back. Your hips are out of whack, and everything's kind of pulling at your low back, and it can cause a lot of issues. A really good practice to get into. Good, we'll go into one more here. Perfect. Okay, we're going to take it down a notch in intensity. Roll onto one side. So we'll do 90 degrees with our upper body, 90 degrees with our lower body, facing away from you. We're going to exhale and open up. We're going to bring both shoulder blades down to the ground, pushing that top hip forward. Inhale, come back across. Good. Exhale, open. Inhale, back across. You normally just go through the motions. Take your time and really focus on how you're feeling, where you're feeling that stretch, or if you're feeling that stretch. And if you're not, what can you do to change it? So you feel a little bit more movement for your body. So we'll do one more rep on this side. Yeah, perfect. Rolling on over to the other side. We're going to exhale and open. Inhale, back across. And we'll go for 2 more reps right here. One final rep. Perfect. From this position, we are going to roll on over all the way into a nice child's pose. Your knees are wide. This time we're going to have our feet wide instead of feet together, so you can sink a little bit deeper into your hips. I've been really liking this one recently. Walking those fingertips out, feeling a nice stretch through your shoulders, through your low back, through your hips. Just letting go of any tension that you're holding. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. Give yourself a nice little stretch break and also a nice little mental break from whatever you've been working on. Good, we'll come up and out and let's go back in one more time. Final stretch of the day. Again, walk those fingertips out. Feel that nice stretch through your shoulders, all the way through your ribs, your low back to your hips. Exhale and let go of any tension. Wonderful job today. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate you. And then 5:15 tonight, we have Hit with Maggie. So hopefully see you then. Thanks.